So let us just have a look at the API Sandbox tool. This is available at einv-api-sandbox.nic.in. So this is a developer portal. This will provide all the information required by the application developer to integrate the e-invoice APIs into their ERPs and financial accounting system. So this portal also provides the registration facility which is required by the eligible tax payers and the GSPs to register themselves to get the credentials for using the sandbox. So all other general information about the APIs are available here. Like one will be able to get the information about all the APIs, like how to get integrated, what are the benefits, how to get on board onto the sandbox and the production environment, etc. is provided over here. And all the release notes for the subsequent versions of our application API releases will be provided over here. And under the announcement box, one will be able to get all the important announcements that will be making to communicate to all the stakeholders will be provided over here. So all the stakeholders are requested to look at this place for any updates. And here some resources for the developer community are provided, like on how IRN is generated, what is the mapping of the schema notified and the payload schema attributes are mapped, and how is the UABIL payload attributes are mapped with the IRN UABIL attributes, and various masters that are used in the API system are provided over here, and the error list, some sample code, etc. are provided. So here you can get the details about the specification of all the APIs that have been already released. That includes the payload, sample JSONs, the schema, validation, etc. So this information is available for public without any login, etc. So anybody can access this information directly. But subsequently, the eligible taxpayers and the GSPs have to create their own credentials by going to this particular option, login, where we have both the options. One is for login into the portal, and before that, if they don't have the credentials, they can register themselves and get their own credentials. So here the credentials, as Sunita Madam was mentioning, client ID, client secret, user ID, and password. 4 credentials will be there. Through the registration process, they will be able to get these 4. And once they successfully register, they can log in into the portal for checking whether the credentials that they have got are working on the portal or not. And there are so many other features which we will be covering in subsequent slides why they should log in into the portal. So this is a simple registration form. This is available for the eligible taxpayers as well as the GSPs. So they have to enter their registered mobile number and registered email, which they are registered with the GSTN, and they are verified through the OTP, and then they will be able to create user ID and password, and client ID and client secret will be generated and will be sent to the mobile as SMS. So this is about the online tool which one will get after getting themselves registered and login into the application. So here we have some of the things like add test GSTNs. The GSPs can add their eligible customers credentials here. They can create the credentials for their eligible taxpayers, and the other taxpayers will be able to create multiple test accounts based on the same PAN for their sister concerned organizations. And here there are ways to for the developers to check the different APIs. One is the authentication API, and then all the APIs are grouped into post methods and get methods. Those things will be covered in the subsequent slide. So this is the add GSTN procedure, where the taxpayers can add their sister concerned test accounts, and GSPs can add the accounts for their customers. So this is how they will be able to add the test accounts. And the APIs currently available as a IRP are authentication, generate IRN, cancel, generate UABIL using the IRN, cancel UABIL. Actually, this is added only for testing purpose in the sandbox, but on the production, this API will be called from the existing UABIL infrastructure itself. Then get e-invoice details, get GSTN details, etc. are available. So authentication is the most important API, where one has to authenticate themselves before calling the other APIs. Here they will be using the 4 credentials, the client ID, client secret, user ID, and password. And they will be generating one app key, which will be used to encrypt the responses received after successful authentication. So successful authentication will provide a auth token and a session encryption key. Will be valid for 6 hours in the production environment, and for ease of testing we have set it for 1 hour in the sandbox environment. So they don't have to call another auth API during this period as long as the auth token and the SCK are valid. So even if they make a call, if they make a call to the auth API, they will not be able to get a new token. The old token itself will be provided back to them. And in the production environment, there is no need for separately authenticating for the IRP as well as the UABIL system. So once authenticated, same auth token and SCK holds good for both the systems. So this is the authentication procedure where the password, etc., are encrypted, and even the response through which we are giving the SCK is again encrypted. So there is a secure communication between the API's consuming application and the published code. So this is the first among the API which we had listed in the left side menu, that is auth API. So here we have given a provision where the developer will be able to try themselves and see how actually the APIs work. So what are the things that are passed in the header request headers? What are the things that need to be passed as part of the payload, and how the app key is generated by the consuming application, etc., can be seen using this particular application. So before writing any code, the developers can come and visit this page and see themselves the working of this API, and they can also populate their own output from their code. Like if they are developing some code and it's under development, and if they want to check out whether the way they have encrypted the password and the app key, or the way they have constructed the JSON is correct or not, they can copy that particular encrypted JSON and paste over here, and then they can click on the generate token button, and they can verify whether their preparation of JSON is correct or not. And before that, like, people will be able to see the sample JSON, how it looks like, and on clicking the encrypt payload, they will be able to the system will generate the encrypted payload and populate in this box. They can verify whether it is as per their code or not. So on click of the generate token, the response as received from the API will be populated in this response encrypted box. And on click of this decrypt response, this response will be decrypted and populated in the response plain text box. So this is an important API that is used for generating the IRN. So here let us see quickly like how this API works. So all the post APIs are grouped together, and they are available under the post methods link from the main menu. And here we are looking at the generate invoice API, how it works. Here all the required attributes for the header, request header, are shown, and these are pre-populated by the system itself. And the auth token which was generated as part of the previous call, that is authentication call, is automatically populated here, and the SDK is shown for reference. And on click of this sample JSON, automatically we are populating a sample JSON here, and the user has to modify certain attributes over here to satisfy the validation of the IRP system, such as the logged in users GSTN should be same as the supplier GSTN, etc. And the date of the invoice should be as of now, today and yesterday. So these kind of things have to be changed here or modified. And then on click of the encrypt payload hyperlink, the encrypted payload will be populated in the payload encrypted box. So using this, people will be able to verify the various validations, and on click of the generate IRN, one will be able to hit pass this payload to the API and get back the response, and the decrypted response is shown at the right side. So similarly, all other POST APIs work, only the endpoints and the payload differs. And there are some GET APIs where the parameters are passed only as part of the URL, and the other things remain the same. And the responses can be seen here at the bottom, encrypted as well as the decrypted. So here we have some other tools in the main page where they can verify the encrypted code, and the signed responses can be verified, and public key required to encrypt the password, etc. And the endpoints, all those things are available for the users once I have logged in into this portal. So with this, I conclude my demo.